Welcome to Riverside Insight's Gifted Coordinator Toolkit on Student Goal Setting Plans. I'm Monica Simons. You are here. Welcome to the video overview of this module. Let's start with the why. It's important for students to have agency in their learning so they can move beyond compliance. One step to do that is to include goal setting in their learning. It increases student agency. Teachers, students, and families can observe measurable growth, and students develop self-advocacy skills. So let's dive into the questions. The first thing we need to do is explore what kind of goals will be set. Will you set academic goals? Will the goals be attached to grades or certain assessments? How will they determine how much growth is appropriate? While NWEA MAP provides that type of information, other assessments do not. Please be cautious when it comes to using grades for goals. Sometimes grading practices are subjective, and so we want to ensure that students and their goals have an accurate reflection of their performance and the growth that has occurred. What about affective goals? For example, do you have a graduate profile that includes the skills beyond the academic classroom, perhaps in communication or in leadership? How do you include goals like that for your students, and how do you measure the growth? And then what ownership do you want students to have in this process? For example, you may have them completely write their own goals from scratch with nothing to get them started. Older students may be able to do this. Younger students likely won't be able to do this and will need at least some sentence stems to get them started. Also consider providing students with a menu of options so they do not feel overwhelmed. Now that you have thought through how you would like to approach this, think through where you can start. Do you want to start with a specific teacher? Do you want to start with a team, a campus? How can you roll this out effectively? What model will you use? There are lots of ways to set goals, from SMART goals to goals that are more open-ended. Will there be a platform where you will put your goals? For example, there's a program called Eduphoria where goals can be written. Or perhaps you will use your learning management system to hold the student goals and allow them to build portfolios to show their growth. This is a wonderful opportunity for students who may not be seeing academic success, but can show that they are growing in other ways. That growth can help them then feel more successful, which leads to academic growth. And finally, how are you going to do it? What will be your practices? When will it occur? Will it be with certain teachers? Will it be at a certain time of day? Will it be by quarter of the year or grading cycle? Making those decisions ahead of time can help you have a seamless rollout. Always be sure to include celebrations. How are you going to celebrate students and teachers for meeting their goals? And then when and how will you come back together and recalibrate, both to refine your practices and then to expand it beyond your pioneer group? Start with number one. Include goal setting for students, even if you begin with an informal practice for your GT students. Be sure to involve your families and other stakeholders. Families want to be more involved in their students' learning and success, so let's give them that opportunity. And have teachers set goals as part of their evaluation process and their growth opportunities, so they can understand the process and model for their students. Dive deeper into all of this research and the examples for student growth goals. We hope this Gifted Coordinator Toolkit overview video for student goal setting plans has been helpful. Let's continue the conversation and learn together.